Hello, it's the Gaming Gentleman, member of the official Wii Game here and admin for Extreme Xbox Gamers. Now in this video, as you can see by the title, is Assassin's Creed dying? Now a lot of people have been questioning on forums, on IGN, GameSpot, on the new Assassin's Creed Syndicate announcement video about is Assassin's Creed dying and should Assassin's Creed be put to bed? Now this was very intriguing and completely an opposite response for what Ubisoft wanted and for the reactions to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Instead of being supremely amazing reactions, it completely went to, oh no, not another Assassin's Creed, oh no, I haven't even finished Assassin's Creed Unity, oh I don't want to get another one. And a lot of people were like this, and I was even surprised about it, at the reactions, the comments, and it wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is going to be really nice because it's in London and it's Victorian London and the different focused on close combat mechanics, it's got to be really good. But there was none of that. It was all about, you know, is it going to be a repeat of Assassin's Creed Unity? And what caught me by surprise is that I felt as if I was the only person excited for the next Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I felt I was alone on this. Now, a lot of people, and I think the main reason for this is because of Assassin's Creed Unity. When Assassin's Creed Unity was launched and announced at last E3, people went crazy, people went mad because of the graphics, but because of their vision for Assassin's Creed, going back to its roots, and with the amount of NPCs, the graphical fidelity, the online, specifically the co-op, and how it's all going to come together on these next generation consoles, and it's going to be really fantastic. And when it launched, people were so disappointed because it didn't work. It was, Ubisoft even said themselves that it was a failure for them. And this kind of, like, this created a bubble around Assassin's Creed. You know, people were untrustworthy. They didn't feel as if they wanted to pre-order their games because they pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Unity and hardly could play it day one because it was so bad. And to be honest, that kind of ruins the pre-order. Why would you want a game early if it doesn't work? It doesn't make any sense. And I feel that they need to get this right. And from what I know, Ubisoft are learning from their mistakes and completely cutting out any kind of online whatsoever, which can have some negative and unnegative effects. You know, I really did love the co-op, and I felt that was the perfect and right direction where Assassin's Creed was heading. I am quite disappointed. I think why you just going right back now, but Assassin's Creed, you've got to remember, has always been that single player game. I wasn't a fan of the multiplayer, but I was a fan of the co-op, and going back to single player, hopefully they can focus on the single player. Like Assassin's Creed Unity story elements were a bit missing, but I really hope they really nail it this one, and bring that trust back to the Assassin's Creed franchise. As I've just explained, that Assassin's Creed feels like it's dying, and I you know, a lot of people are saying that, and I don't think it's dying yet. I think Assassin's Creed has a lot to cover, and it's one of the most innovative and amazing gameplay designs and gameplay. You know, when Assassin's Creed launched, it changed the game. People realized that this Prince of Persia really worked with the stealth mechanics and combined them together to create this Assassin's Creed, and the story was so superb, and that seems to be lost in the latest editions of Assassin's Creed. And I really hope they return that story, and you know, the franchise would have been so amazing if they continued doing that. And what's more is that I think Assassin's Creed really has a thing for my heart, because people say they've grew up with Halo or grew up with Call of Duty. I grew up with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was my game. I was very hyped for each and every one Assassin's Creed because it's the game that I can lose hours into and I know off by heart, and I just love the story of it. I love the historical elements. When Assassin's Creed Unity launched, I researched entirely about the French Revolution because I wanted to know that world, and that's the same with Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Syndicate set in London. People are going to know more about Victorian London. Now, that's what makes it really good, where it actually teaches you about history and the detail within the games, and that's what's really good about Assassin's Creed. So to really redeem itself and to really build trust, it really does need a really good launch and a really backup behind it, so it could start again and the franchise is going to be bright, because there's so many things the Assassin's Creed franchise could go. It could go to Egypt, it could go to Japan, India, Russia, all different time scales, and it's just so much choice for Assassin's Creed. It's so large franchise and there's still so much we can see from Assassin's Creed, and I don't want that to be ruined because of one game and one bad launch. Now I really hope they have a really nice launch, so we can see some really nice Assassin's Creeds to come in the future. I also don't want, Assassin's Creed games to launch simultaneously. I think like the launch, like having an Assassin's Creed every year is a bit too much. I think once every 2 years or once every 3 years will be very much perfect. I think a lot of people would like that because it allows them to put time in the game and allow it to make big massive Assassin's Creeds like Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag. They had a lot of time to do their games. So I'm very much excited for the next Assassin's Creed, apart from the accusations and is Assassin's Creed dying, and I feel like this video wasn't necessary to just put them to rest, to just show you guys what is the situation with Assassin's Creed. So I hope you enjoyed that video and I hope you're watching now, and thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. So without further ado, it's Chris62, your gaming gentleman, signing out.